Possibly a quick rematch for Argentina. Here's Balbo. Goal! Great start for Argentina. The attacking power they carry has been evident earlier in the competition, and they've shown it here. Brazil's defence punctured for the first time in the competition. And it's Abel Balbo, captain for the night.
Well, it was a great through ball into the path of Balbo. He gets on the end of it, shoots immediately, and it finds its way in the back of the net. It's just the start that Argentina wanted. We spoke about the front two, how dangerous they are. There's that man Balbo.
Apologies to be accepted. Juninho's angry, Brazil are angry. They're a goal down. That might change here. Roberto Carlos, Edmundo! It has changed. 1-1. And we haven't played 10 minutes yet.
Well, what a fantastic response from Brazil. Good driven ball from Carlos. Edmundo in the right place. Nice little side foot from 6 yards. And there's the equaliser. It's a great ball though, and what a calm finish from Edmundo. So easy. Well, he makes it look easy.
Take that, says Edmundo to Argentina.
There's only one thing on his mind, that's a shot.
There might be something on for Argentina here. Ortega, Batistuta, Gabriel Batistuta. Brazil hang their heads and look at the goalkeeper as to how that got in at the near post. Argentina are back in front, and Gabriel Batistuta holds his arms aloft in triumph.
Well, it must go down as a goalkeeping error. Batistuta hits it hard, he hits it early, with great power, and it goes straight through Tafarel into the back of the net. He's going to look at that a few times, have nightmares about that. Immediately acknowledged his teammates that he was at fault. And quite rightly so, because a goalkeeper of his ability to get his body behind the ball, he shouldn't allow that to squirm through into the back of the net.
For Brazil to utilise here. Jorginho's cross. Tulio takes it down. Tulio!
Surely
they claim handball. A controversial equaliser from Brazil with 10 minutes to go. Arm out, handball.
Well, most definitely it's handball, but I think if you look closely, he's also offside as the cross comes over from Jorginho.
Well, Argentina are devastated by this, with some justification. Having said that, Tulio played to the whistle, didn't hear one, kept going, and actually lifted it expertly and adroitly over Cristante.
Well, it's the most blatant handball you'll ever see. And how ironic that the referee's had an excellent game tonight, hardly put a foot wrong. When he needs to get it right, the most important decision probably of the evening, he gets it wrong.
Well, there'll be English viewers who'll be saying, well, it's about time Argentina had a handball against them. When you go back 9 years to who scored a penalty in the '93 shootout between these two countries. He's asked to score again for Brazil here to get the shootout off for Brazil on the right foot with Roberto Carlos's famous left foot. Still, the officials aren't satisfied.
Well, this is very unsettling for the player. It's not what Carlos wants at this moment. He just wants to get on and take the penalty. Whatever the delay is, it's not doing him any favours at all.
Well, his attention diverted for a moment. Trying to get focused now on putting the ball beyond Cristante when he gets the signal to do so. Well, I don't know about you, Trevor, but I'm starting to shake with nerves here. So goodness knows what it's like for the players.
Well, I've never seen Carlos take a penalty, but my guess is he's going to blast this ball as hard as he possibly can. Any thoughts?
Well, you'd certainly say that from the way he's been taking the free kicks. What they're trying to do is get the players who aren't in the nominated 5 out of the centre circle.
Yes, that's fair enough, but it should have been done 2 or 3 minutes ago. They shouldn't let Carlos put the ball down, move back, take his position and take the penalty and then decide to do it. It's totally unfair on the player.
Well, it's allowed a real rarity, the 2 players involved, goalkeeper and penalty taker, to get close to each other and have a conversation. I'd love to know the details of that. Whether it was a bit of social chit-chat or a bit of gamesmanship and bravado in there as well. All taking time. Finally, Roberto Carlos gets the signal to take the first penalty of the shootout for Brazil. In it goes. And it was a pretty good thump, Trevor.
Well, as we expected, he's blasted it as hard as he possibly can. Keeper dives the wrong way. Nothing wrong with that.
So, from behind, Argentina get level with Perez.
Well, it's a similar penalty, isn't it? Driven hard in low, keeper dives the wrong way.
Brazil have been trying hard to find penalty takers in this competition. Here comes Tulio. And he's rather scuffed it in.
Well, I think if you see this again, if the keeper had stood and not moved, he may have saved it. Straight down the middle, Cristante dives and wishes he hadn't bothered. Well, that's not the most convincing penalty, is it?
But it's 2-1 to Brazil. Acosta. Another veteran from the shootout of '93 in the Copa America, and he scores, and it's 2-2.
Once again, we're seeing a very good standard, 4 out of 4. There you see the side foot, nice and accurate, enough pace. Keeper dives the wrong way again.
Andre Cruz, who is a dead ball specialist. Viewers of Italian football will know that. Nothing given away as yet from the penalty takers. Andre Cruz, and it's saved by Cristante. The first failure, it's come from Brazil.
Well, it's the first time he's guessed right. And he makes a good save. Pushes it out with his left hand.
Well, he's following nobly in the footsteps of Goicoechea, Cristante, but here comes Simeone. And Taffarel saves, so we're level again. Three penalties each, two apiece have been scored.
Little side foot from Simeone, not a great deal of power. Taffarel guesses. It's back to all square.
And Dunga. Well, when you've taken one in a World Cup final shootout, you shouldn't be fazed in a quarter-final. But the job has still got to be done by Brazil's captain. And it is. 3-2 to Brazil.
Nerves of steel, Dunga. That's a great penalty. Calm as you like, driven just inside the post. Keeper goes the wrong way.
Well, can Nestor Fabri make it all square again? No! A second Taffarel save. Brazil are nearly there. A failure by Fabri.
Good save, wasn't it? Elects to go the right way, moves slightly early, as they all do. Gets down to make a good save.
Well, Edmundo, going through his mind perhaps thoughts of the failure in the game against Ecuador when Brazil started the competition. Didn't cost them then. Now he has the chance to put the World Cup holders into the semi-final of the Copa America. Argentina are out. No hat-trick of titles for them in the South American Championship. Brazil will play United States. And Edmundo's penalty.
Well, here you see it. Cristante guesses the right way, gets his hands to it, but the power takes it through him into the back of the net.
Brazil have knocked out Argentina and gained revenge for two previous setbacks in those tournaments won by Argentina in '93 and '91. Memories of the World Cup as well of 1990. But my goodness, they've done it the hard way here, and they got to the penalty shootout in a most controversial manner with a goal that shouldn't have been allowed, but having been asked to take penalties, they took them better than Argentina. And Edmundo, who's never far from the headlines,